And you can't come that you can defraud a man, and there are certain things that God will not even reveal to your pastor. There are certain things that I see so well. I see my spirit is with you. There are certain things God will not reveal just to judge your intentions. But in the day when rewards are given, we will know what you were seeking. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In the day when we should have seen certain things in your life, but we're not seeing it, then we need to ask two questions. Number one, the first question is to God. What is going on? And then if he says my hand is not in that matter, then we need to ask you, what were you seeking? So because we need to ask this question early so that we can come before the Lord now and judge ourselves before God judges us. And ask ourselves, what am I seeking currently? Because he's saying to the servant that you don't serve your master as if you want to please him. That's to the one that is covenantally to a man that is serving. That's like in your workplace now, for instance. And you see people that will come 8 o'clock and write 7:30 there, just so that they can be a man pleaser, and that man will pay them full salary at the end of the month. Paul, are you still with me? So they can draft money, it come by 8:30, write 7:30, just so that they'll get a complete salary. You will get a salary, but there's a reward that only God can give for serving. Even in that job that they are paying you, God is your rewarder. Man can pay you a salary, but they can't pay you reward. And that reward, only God gives it. If you serve as a man pleaser, then you don't need the reward that God is. God, you don't deserve the reward that God insists to give a man that serves him. I'm saying to you that the ultimate rewarder is God. And except you are dead to yourself, you will not see that God that rewards in secret. And you keep on being covetous about people that have done well in secret and God is blessing openly. My sister, are you still here? Are you still here? So for instance, you can be in this environment and say, but my parents are not here. But there's a God that is here. Paul. And that God is seeing. Guess what? He's seeing clearly. In fact, he's even seeing you more now than you were when you were with your parents. And every of your intention is being judged. Every of your actions will be judged. Until a day comes when you will see him face to face. And then he will say, this Paul, what has he even been doing in the Lord? And he will give you according to your rewards. When he gave Joseph according to his reward, guess what? He was in prison. Joseph was in prison, right in prison there. A declaration came from the throne that shifted him from the prison to the palace in the space of 24 hours. That is reward. That orchestration, that thing he did, there is no human connection or networking that could have arrived at that equation and derivative. It's not possible. So you come and say, but I've been abandoned here. I've been abandoned. Nobody even knows me. I've been all over, and now I've been abandoned to this place to die. There's nobody I know. And he said, what I'm even studying is in a college of education. It's even a private college. What is this certificate about? If you can serve God, He can take you from here to the mountaintop. The question is, will you be faithful in service? Pastor Bright, I've seen people that God lifted without any pedigree. So forget about titles, forget about things. And let me tell you, when you are serving with someone paying you salary, forget about what you are doing there. See it as if you are doing it for God. Because there's a reward that comes from the Lord. Or maybe I should say this one. My mom was running a school. There's this particular sister I took note of that was very, very faithful. Very faithful. In fact, if my mom is not around, then I was very young. But I took note. This thing I'm saying was about 20 years ago. I took note of this person. If my mom was not there, she would be the one. It would seem as if my mom is there. She would direct things as if she was there. And she was not getting any extra pay. She was just doing it because she had a good heart. There are people like that. Now, almost everything that my mom had at that time, she has it now and more. That's what my mom had then. She has it now and more. That's how God rewards. You may be nothing now, but if you can serve faithfully the Lord, not your intentions, not who you want to be, He will make you much more than you ever imagined. I can assure you that. Now, Paul is now saying, for us to be able to serve God, there is something that we must do. Say after me, there's something I must do. He's saying that thing that we must do. Verse 23, are you there? Read for me very, very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. As to the Lord, and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord you shall receive the reward of what? The inheritance. So he's saying that I don't know what man will give you. Maybe he will give you a salary or recognition or whatever it is, but from the Lord you will receive a reward of the inheritance. Do you know what this inheritance is? When Jesus died, there are certain blessings that were orchestrated by the virtue of his obedience. In fact, what happened in the book of Numbers, specifically I think Numbers chapter 23, is God was telling the priest that whenever you offer this burnt offering, you should come with a blessing to these people. So whenever they offer the burnt offering, they will come and bless the people and say, on this wise shall the priest bless the people. So when Jesus died, there is an inheritance of blessing that is a portion for you. There's a portion for Pastor Bright, a portion for you, a portion for you, a portion for you. But God is looking at whether you will receive it or not, depending on how you act in secret. Every of us have that inheritance. So when you look at someone and you say God is blessing this person and you are jealous of the person, remember you have your own. You are not looking, you are not serving God. That's why he has not given you your own. When he gives us, all of us can shine in our own places. The stars are millions in the galaxies. None is competing with each other. All of them are shining distinctly and uniquely. That's how all of us should be. The problem is some people are not serving God in the secret. They are looking at others. They are looking at as if it's the same race that we are on.